want to see humanity's best hope for the future go up in smoke, just hit that button. That's it. The Institute is destroyed. It's finally over. You did issue the evacuation order, right? You noticed all the chaos.
Yes. We gave everyone a chance to get out.
Good. I thought so. It was just watching that explosion. I just hope as many people as possible got out. I hate that we had to do that. But they left us no choice. It was war. But now, the war against the Institute is over. The way is now clear for the Commonwealth to finally come together and build something good for the future. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows from here on out.
What? No sunshine and rainbows? Next you're gonna tell me I'm not getting a pony.
If I had any ponies to hand out, you'd be first on my list. We could never have gotten here without you, General. The Institute was the most insidious threat we've ever faced. They kept the Commonwealth divided for centuries. But there are plenty of other problems left to deal with. I don't think the Minutemen are gonna be out of a job for a long time yet. As much as I might wish it. We deserve to enjoy our victory. But soon enough, it's gonna be time to get back to work.
So it ends as it began. Fitting, I suppose. If only the Institute was interested in helping improve the Commonwealth. Why none of these powerful groups want to help the actual people of the world we live in is beyond me.
Your thoughts?
Miss Scully, I'm glad you're here.
And the people of the Commonwealth slept soundly. The greatest monster was gone. It took a lot of guts to do what you did. I know it couldn't have been easy.
You'd be surprised. It was as easy as pushing a button.
Well, aren't we lucky you showed to do the deed? It's hard to even wrap your head around. A world without the Institute, lurking in the shadows. But that's the life the people of the Commonwealth will get to lead now. All thanks to you.
Hey, it was fun. Anything else you need blown up?
You know, I dare say you've done enough. This is a brave new world you've ushered in. But I suppose it'll do.
There's so much ground to cover. Oh no! This rain is gonna ruin my notes. I can't believe it. The Institute's gone. Do you know what this means?
Cambridge has one hell of a new pothole.
I suppose it does, but... oh, more than that. It means no more kidnappings. No more sleepless nights, terrified your neighbors plotting against you. No more fear, thanks to you. We don't have to be afraid anymore.
You know, except of deathclaws and mutants, ferals, ambitious mole rats.
Okay, maybe a couple of things to be afraid of, but you took care of the big one. Welcome to day one of the new Commonwealth.
Hey, Shaun.
I was so worried. I thought I'd never see you again. Is it true? Did you really blow up the Institute? Why would you do that?
We had no choice, Shaun. It was us or them.
That's awful. I thought they were nice. As long as you don't leave me, it'll be okay. You're not gonna leave me, right?
Shaun, where would I go?
I don't know. You're busy and lots of people need you. Just make sure you don't forget about me. Oh, before I forget, Father, he told me to give this to you. I didn't listen to it, so I don't know what it says. But I think it's important.
If you are hearing this, then whatever conflicts you and I have endured are over. I have no reason to believe that you'll honor the request I'm about to make. But I feel compelled to try anyway. This synth, this boy, he deserves more. He has been reprogrammed to believe he is your son. It is my hope that you will take him with you. I would only ask that you give him a chance. A chance to be part of whatever future awaits the Commonwealth.
Never did understand.
Well, if it isn't the General of the Minutemen, the Destroyer of the Institute, Liberator of the Synths, my only regret is we couldn't have been there when you did it.
Did the synths make it out okay?
Yes. And no. We got the synths out of the Institute, but the news isn't all good. Hate runs deep in the Commonwealth. A hatred of everything to do with the Institute. A hatred of synths. When people realized what was happening, we mobilized quickly and rescued most of the synths. But there were casualties.
That's terrible.
Ever since the beginning, the people of the Commonwealth were as great or greater a threat than the Institute. So we still have our work cut out for us. Our safe houses are bursting with synths. If you're up for it, we could use your help in smuggling them out of the Commonwealth. But even if you don't, everyone in the Railroad owes you a tremendous debt.
So, it appears the Commonwealth is about to enter a new era of peace thanks to you.
A new era of peace? What do you mean?
The constant paranoia of living in the Institute's shadow vanished the moment you pressed the detonation button. The kidnappings, the fear, and the threat of their technology running amok. All gone thanks to you.
I didn't do this for the Commonwealth, Danse. This was personal.
It doesn't matter. What you've done will be felt for years to come. It's destined to become a part of history. A tale of a lone soldier who made this land a better place. A place where people no longer have to live in fear, but instead live in peace. And even though you elected to carry out the mission with the Minutemen at your side, the end result is the same. The Commonwealth is safe, because you chose to take a leap of faith and make a difference.
How long do you think the peace will last?
As long as the Prydwen is still here, and you remain by Maxson's side, I'd say the Commonwealth will endure for quite a long time. Anyway, I've said what I needed to say, so I won't keep you any longer. I suppose it's time you ventured out into this new world you've created. And if you'll still have me by your side, I'd be honored to accompany you. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Haylen, I wanted to talk to you about Paladin Danse.
I know what you did, and I appreciate you taking what I said so seriously. I'm not sure what made you spare his life, but I'm glad you decided to follow your heart and not your head. There's more I'd like to tell you, but maybe we should talk about this later, when things have calmed down around here.
More resourceful than I thought.
So, is this the end of the rope for you? Or are you gonna stick around?
I don't know. I haven't decided.
Well, I hope you decide to stay. Otherwise, we'd really miss you around here. Look, I never really had a chance to thank you for sparing Danse. I know I asked you to hear him out, but I wasn't sure you'd really go through with it. I visited him a few times at the bunker. He really seems to be doing well. Well, it's hard to tell when he's happy, but you get what I mean.
You've gone out there?
Danse is isolated. He doesn't have much in the way of supplies or ammunition, so I bring him whatever he needs. And when he isn't partnered up with you, I think he needs someone else to spend time with. Don't worry, I'm not implying you're neglecting him out there. By defying Maxson's orders, you've already done more than enough.
I don't have any regrets. I made the right choice.
Absolutely. I knew there was something special about you when you stumbled into our compound and helped us take down those ferals. And everything you've done since then for Danse, for the Brotherhood, even for yourself, has proved me right. I suppose all that remains to be seen are your plans for the future. But I have confidence that whatever you choose will continue to make the Commonwealth a better place.
Excuse me, ma'am. I wanted to formally apologize for the way I treated you. It was wrong, and I'm prepared to accept the consequences.
I appreciate it, but a reprimand isn't necessary, Rhys.
Thank you, ma'am. If it's any consolation, I'd just like to say that I'm honored to be serving with you, and I hope you'll continue to bring glory to the Brotherhood. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
The Brotherhood is lucky to have you. You've helped secure our present and future.
Excuse me, Captain Kells?
These squires may be children, but they have the hearts and minds of soldiers.
Ingram?
So, any other tricks up your sleeve besides making the Institute disappear?
That depends. Do you have a deck of cards?
If I did, you'd be welcome to it. Heck, I'd give you a medal if we still used the darn things. Now, I'm not so sure using the Minutemen to do the deed was the best idea. But you got the job done. And in my book, that's what really counts. Anyway, I'm not here to talk your ear off. Maxson's informed me that you're continuing your tour aboard the Prydwen. So I was hoping you could assist me with a long-term problem. Keeping the Prydwen hovering like this is putting a tremendous strain on the ship's propulsion systems. I can stay ahead of the repairs, and we have plenty of fuel to keep the fusion reaction sustained, but we're short on reactor coolant.
I'll be on the lookout. Don't worry.
Well, you can look all you want. You're not gonna find cans of the stuff laying around the Commonwealth. Here, take this list. It details exactly what you need to make a can of this special coolant. Find the materials, whip some of it up at any of the chemistry stations on the ship, and bring them to me. Pretty simple. If the coolant's good, then I'll even pay you for it, as per our retrieval compensation policy. Anyway, I guess that's it for now. Good luck.
That's quite the crater you've manifested in the center of Boston. Marvelous work. Simply marvelous.
You aren't disappointed that all the Institute's technical research just went up in smoke?
On the contrary. It's always been my sincerest hope that the Institute's ill-conceived research would never see the light of day. And, thanks to your efforts, it appears that my hopes have become reality.
Thank you, Proctor.
Absolutely. You deserve all the accolades you've been receiving, and more. And despite popular opinion on this vessel, I feel that using the Minutemen to accomplish this feat was an inspired concept. You've minimized the Brotherhood's potential casualties by coercing another force, using them as virtual cannon fodder. Inspired. Sometimes I feel the Brotherhood has such a narrow view when executing its operations. Well, I've already taken up more than enough of your valuable time. If you still wish to procure technical documents or escort one of my scribes, please let me know.
Feeling any after effects from the Institute explosion?
Say what? I can't hear you over this ringing in my ears.
Well, that's to be expected, given the circumstances. You did a hell of a job out there, you know? Everyone aboard is talking about it. Working with the Minutemen to destroy the Institute may not have been the Brotherhood way, but it was still the right thing to do. Anyway, as long as you're feeling fine, you're cleared for active duty. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Worried about these recruits. Too young, too green. Not like the initiates back in my day.
Hi.
Never did like this rust bucket. Oh, sure, the Prydwen's a fine ship, but put me in the field any day.
We really should just stay out of each other's way.
Dr. Lee,
I have some important work to do, if you'll excuse me. Look, I'm really busy, and I'm not in the mood for talking.
I know I'm not the first to say this, but I appreciate what you did down there. The Institute got exactly what it deserved.
If we won, why do you still sound so upset?
I guess I'm just thinking about all the lives that were lost getting to this point. There was this one pilot in particular. Rico was his name. I've been on this ship long enough that I watched him go from a greenhorn wastelander to a Lancer. Every day, after his duty shift, he'd come back here and we'd talk about, well, everything. Sometimes for hours. I remember the day Kells put him in command of a vertibird. He ran right down here to me and handed me a bottle of whiskey. I told him to keep it, but he insisted. He said I was his friend. Felt he owed it to me for keeping him sane all those years.
Did something happen to him?
The worst thing you could imagine. Right before you got back to the Predwin, Kells told me he was shot down. Some punk with a rocket launcher got lucky and blew him from the sky. I don't know why I'm telling you all of this. It's not really any of your concern. I guess I just wanted to show you that there's two sides to every victory. Those who live to revel in it, and those who died making it happen. Well, I think I've raked you through the mud for long enough. Here, I want to give you this as a token of my gratitude for everything you've done. I hope the gesture means the same to you as it did to me.
Do you realize that by destroying the Institute, you provided me with a host of new opportunities? I can't wait to get to work.
All right, I admit it. I'm confused.
Really? Well, allow me to explain. The detonation of the Institute's reactor undoubtedly had a significant impact on the Commonwealth's ecosystem. There hasn't been an atomic explosion of this magnitude in quite a long time. Certainly none that I've been close enough to study. The prospect of watching what this immense concentration of radiation does to the local flora and fauna is nothing short of exciting. You've done a great service in the name of science. In any event, I'm certain you need to get back to your duties, and I need to get back to my data. Thanks again for providing me with such a wonderful opportunity.
I can't talk right now. I have a lot on my mind.
Sir.
I'm occupied at the moment. We'll speak later. I'll send for you if I need you. I'm too busy to speak right now.